So, how well did you do at identifying the topic of these articles without even reading them? If you're like most people, you did fairly well. And that's because these professional writers are doing a lot to communicate their topics to you. For instance, the topics are right there in their titles. Here's an article about writing. Here's an article about UC Berkeley. And here's an article about online college. You'll also notice that the topics are appearing at the front of the titles, or at least near the front. But we've got more than titles to help us recognize the topic. We've got pictures. Here are some people who are getting ready to write. Here's a picture that represents UC Berkeley. And, well, at least we've got a college and some people walking around in masks to get at the idea that people aren't really on campus right now. A lot of them are maybe offline. But besides the titles and the images, if you also look at the very first words of the texts, you'll see the topic there too. Excellent writing skills. First word of this article or phrase, UC Berkeley, right? And then here we open up with an example of a college that's online. All right? So these three things together, the title, the lead image, the first sentence, all work in harmony to really show us what the topic is. All right? But there's a fourth thing that these writers are doing that's worth us noting. Take a look. If we take this text and if we copy and paste the whole thing, not the advertising junk, but just the writing itself. All right. If you copy this, and then if you go to a website like wordcounter.net, which analyzes the content of texts, and you paste it here, and then if we scroll up here, we can see keyword density. These are the words that writers are repeating most. Look at this. Writing is mentioned 18 times in this article. Why? It's the topic. All right, and the same test works for all of these articles. Take a look at this one. Berkeley, in particular, not the town, but the university, right? Let's do this one more time. Not that you don't believe me, but just to get the examples. Copy it, paste it, show me online, all right? In particular, college students online, right? Online college. So here we see 4 ways that writers can communicate their topics, right? Titles, lead images, first word or the first sentence, and then keyword density, most repeated words. Now, these are things that we can try to do in our own writing and also use this as readers to help us understand what it is we're reading.